So much has changed in the last 2 weeks. Things are highly uncertain and social distancing has become the new way of life. People are feeling very, very anxious, stressed and depressed, and rightly so. Human beings are hardwired for love and connection. Love and connection is a profound, basic human need which all of us have. And this need is actually quite high up when it comes to all basic needs. This is definitely one of the top needs pretty much every human being has. Now, if you go back to primitive times when we were all cavemen and cavewomen, we all lived together, close together in a close-knit tribe, and staying connected and staying together at all times was a must because that's how we stayed safe. And if we were to be isolated back then, we would simply die because there were too many dangers, right? So the same primitive fears have now been triggered because of social distancing and isolation. So what I suggest we all should do is reframe these words and flip them into something a bit more positive. So could social distancing become social well-being? Could isolation become inner work? Could we just call this self-reflection? Could we just say that we are taking some time to connect with ourselves? So you can just turn around and say, oh, I'm taking some time off to connect with myself. And this is how you dialogue with your mind to keep yourself calm. On that note, if you live alone and you're pretty much homebound, I can totally understand that that can be very dark and depressing. So be sure to stay connected with your friends and family and not just your co-workers, because you may not like all your co-workers, let's be honest. So stay connected with the people who you really, really like and who lift you up. Schedule calls in your work day, in your day, and make sure you're talking to them, doing video calls with them and staying in touch with people that you really care about. It will really help you. And on the other side of this spectrum is families that are together right now and they are housebound. That can get quite challenging as well, because obviously your spouse is going to trigger you in ways that you don't want to be triggered right now. And your children will also test your patience to the max. I just want you to think that this is a blessing. I just want you to shift your focus towards gratitude, because you are blessed and you are with your family right now and you all are safe, and that is all that matters. There are so many families separated right now. People who were traveling are now unfortunately stuck in other cities and other countries, so you're definitely better off. And I'm pretty sure that all the things about your spouse that annoy you, these were the very things that attracted you to him or her in the first place, right? So I think it's difficult, but we can all learn to appreciate each other and accept that we are not the same people, we are different people, and let's honor the differences and let's be a little bit curious and not temperamental about each other. I know this is easier said than done, but hopefully you can just shift your perspective a little bit and shift it towards gratitude and curiosity rather than being annoyed with each other all the time. On that note, I also want to give a big shout out to all the parents who have been homeschooling their kids and working from home at the same time. It is not easy at all. I'm sure you have to keep your kids super busy because they have so much energy. So hats off to you, you all are doing amazing. The next thing I want to say is that try and eat well. It's very, very tempting to have ice cream and to drink wine, but these things will make you feel good for a bit and then afterwards you feel like crap. Especially right now, because if you're homebound, you're not moving around much, there's not much physical activity. So try and be smart about what you eat. Eat foods that will boost your immune system and will keep you alert and active. And trust me, your body will thank you, your mind will thank you, and your soul will thank you as well. I personally found that gentle exercises really help keep my mind calm. So whether it be walking or doing gentle yoga or doing yin yoga, all these things have helped me a lot. So if you have a yard or if you have some space on your rooftop, then definitely walk, make use of that space and walk. Last night I was feeling really crappy, so for half an hour I just walked on my terrace, and that actually inspired me to film this video in the first place. I was feeling amazing after that, and I slept well also. I also love doing yin yoga. Now yin yoga is a hip opening yoga. It is centered around flexibility, but also we store a lot of anxiety, stress, all our emotions, all the toxins in our hips. So there are a lot of hip opening poses in this yoga, and so as you do those poses, you release all of that out. Some people can find this very intense because when you do these poses, you actually hold these poses for 3 to 5 minutes. So that in itself is quite intense. But people report that when you do that, when you're just laying there holding a pose for 3 to 5 minutes, a lot of uncomfortable feelings, emotions and thoughts come to the surface, and there is no other way but to face them head on. So this can be quite emotional for a lot of people. I would suggest, if you have never done yin yoga before, do like a 15-minute online class, and if you think that it's bringing out a lot of emotions with a lot of intensity and it's not for you right now, then don't do it. But for me personally, I feel like I have been to the spa after I do a yin yoga class, and I sleep so well after that. Just see how you feel about it and then take a decision based on that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link 2-3 of my favorite YouTube channels that have amazing Hatha yoga and yin yoga flows, and see if you are into that kind of stuff. Then definitely check these channels out. Definitely check my description box down below. If you're feeling a little down and out while you're working on your laptop, just take a little break and take 6 deep breaths. Believe me, you will feel so much better after doing that. And also, congratulations, because if you've taken 6 deep breaths, you've also done a bit of meditation. So if you can just slow down a little bit and just breathe deeply and just count the number of breaths that you take, and that's it. That's all there is to meditation. I'm also a big fan of guided meditations, so I will link just a couple of guided meditations down below. They'll be short and snappy, something to just get you started and get you familiar with how it goes. So if you are interested in guided meditations, then also check the description box down below. Taking regular breaks from your laptop and from your desk is super important, and these breaks you can just stretch, do a little bit of dancing. That always helps me to get in the right frame of mind. And don't use these breaks to just eat food. I have been on that side as well, because you know, when you get bored, like I don't know what you do, but I reach out for food. I reach out for some nuts, I reach out for some fruit, I'll have tea or coffee. So that's where I go. That's my downward spiral. For you, it could be smoking, or for you, it could be, I don't know, watching something on YouTube which is not productive. So just see what you do when you get bored, and instead of doing what you always do, change that routine and do some stretching, do something physical. I think dance breaks work really well. And if you have kids with you at home and you're working, so taking breaks and dancing together with your kids is such a fabulous idea. They will burn their energy and you will feel a lot more energized and happy when you do this. Positive affirmations work really well. In fact, get your children involved. So saying these out loud and writing them down is a fabulous idea. So start a new ritual with your children. Every morning, every afternoon and every evening, get together and say these positive affirmations out loud. Right now we need affirmations that are based around healing and health. So you could say stuff like, I am strong. My body knows how to heal itself. My immune system works perfectly. Every day, in every way, I heal more and more. My body knows how to heal itself. The cells in my body know how to heal themselves. So you can adopt these affirmations if you want. In fact, I want you to suggest some positive affirmations in the comments down below. So come up with some amazing positive affirmations and let's help each other out. Let's cheer each other up. So write down your best positive affirmation down in the comments. Last but by no means least, try and stay away from social media as much as possible. Disconnect a little. I know a complete detox is not possible, not advisable, but consuming all the negativity is not going to help at all. It's not going to help your mind, it's not going to help your mindset, and it will definitely make you feel really jittery. So 2 things I want from you. How would you reframe social distancing and isolation by flipping it into something a little bit more positive? Let me know in the comments down below. And also come up with a positive affirmation that is centered around well-being and healing and health, and put that in the comments down below as well. I'm sending you guys a giant hug, and don't forget to stay hydrated, stay connected. Even though you are homebound, please check on all your friends, family and loved ones regularly. And with that, I'm going to wrap this video up, and I will see you guys in my next one.